Hey everyone, Kathy at Royal Funky Junk here. Welcome to my segment and Christy and Shayna's New Year's Eve bash. It's awesome to be here with you all. Wait for some of you to pop on before I get started. What's going on, Sparkle Chicks and Funky Junkers? Hey, there's my peeps. What's going on, everyone? Come on in and say hi. Let me know where you're from. Thank you guys for sparkling. Thank you guys for being here. Hello, Jerry. Thank you to Christy and Shayna for asking me to be in their New Year's Eve bash. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope you guys are going to stay safe and have a good New Year's going into 2022. Hello, Sharon. I see you guys. Hello, Roxy. What's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are having a great day and a good New Year's. I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Marion. Hi, Barbara. I'm looking forward to life going back to normal. It's been a little crazy. Hello, Terry and Carla. So anyway, guys, we are going to be doing, hello, Kathy Spang. We're going to be doing some, I want to put on here, though. I'm going to post my link tree. And that's where you can find all the things that I do here. No, I always do the wrong one. Jeez Louise. There we go. Okay, so I pinned my link tree in the comment. You can watch the other presenters. This is an all-day event. I left the link in the video description so you can watch the other eventers. Hello, Tammy and Janine and Margaret and Debbie. I'm on the West Coast. Oh gosh, that's off on the West Coast, snowed in. Hello, Pam. So we're going to be doing a really cool method. Some of you have seen me do this before, but I have this sign. It says believe. I know it's backwards because I don't flip my camera. It's a crafter's worst nightmare. So, but it says believe. I have spray painted it with a flat white spray paint already. Thank you. Happy New Year to you guys and all my Sparkle Chicks and Funky Junkers and everybody new here. Probably have lots of new people on. I like to take thrifting finds and turn them into cool pieces of home decor. So we're going to be doing this white sign. We're going to be using some Mackenzie Childs napkins that one of my fabulous Sparkle Chicks had sent me. I'll show you what they look like. I already separated them. These are 3-ply. You want to make sure you peel off the backing. So I got a bunch of them. We're going to be using these pretty napkins. It's been wonderful. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day too. And then we're going to do, this is a IOD stencil. We're going to be painting every other one with this cool stencil with some black paint and see how far we can get. And I will post a picture when I'm all done later. Please excuse my wonky internet. We have our internet people coming to our house on Wednesday to upgrade our internet. So I will watch the replay. Hello, Chris Hunter. I will watch the replay and answer any questions y'all might have. And then we're going to do the napkins. We're going to do the fire burning method. So I brought my lighter up here. Well, it's backwards to me. I'm going to be working on this side. So it looks backwards to you, but this is holding it up so you guys can see what it looks like. Hello, Susan. So anyway, I'm going to do the painting first. So I have a short little stencil brush here. I'm going to use some black paint. So I'm going to get started. You guys are going to be with me for the next hour. So I'm so excited. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello from Spain. That is cool. I am just using acrylic black paint from Folk Art. And I'm going to squeeze some out here into my little tray. So what are you guys doing for New Year's? Do you have any big plans for the New Year's? We're just going to dinner, then we're going to come home and watch some cowboy movies probably. Happy last Friday of the year. Can you guys believe it? We're having our Christmas here at our home tomorrow with my husband's family and my family because we had to stall that last week. So it's going to be like Christmas and all that rolled into one tomorrow. Thank you for sparkling. Good morning, Sue. So like I said, this is just a wood sign. I know this is Chris Hunter's word for next year, believe. I wanted to do a family one, and I thought I had one. And I do have one, but it's red, and I didn't have enough time to spray paint it. So I'm just going with the believe. I also have one that says live. And I love doing these signs. I pick these up at the Goodwill or the Salvation Army or thrift stores, garage sales, wherever I can find them. I snag them up when I see them. Oh, Susan, I'll pray for you. That's rough. Gallbladder surgery sounds like no fun. So this is a stencil from IOD. I did go ahead and cut the bottom. It had like this little edge on it, and I wanted to get right down. Thank you, Helen, for the stars. I appreciate you. The videos are not showing up on that page. We'll have to wait and see if Christy or Shayna come on and say what's going on, because that is the link. If not, I'll double check it and fix it after we get off of here. Gonna be home with your 2 kitties. That's cute. I love it. I don't have kitties. We have puppies. So I'm gonna lay this down. Like I said, I cut the bottom of this off to make it flush so I could get all the way on here. And I'm gonna do every other one. So I'm gonna put the napkins on the B, but we're gonna do this print first. So I'm just gonna kind of line it up. I guess there's no right or wrong reason on how to line it up. I'm gonna grab a paper towel. Oh, I'm sorry, Carly. You know, it's a crapshoot when you're at the Salvation Army or the Goodwill. It's just, you have to, sometimes they have stuff and sometimes they don't. Marlene, I find these at garage sales, thrift stores, wherever I can get them. Whenever I see them, I grab them. So I'm just going to dip into some black paint. I'm not going to put it on really heavy at all. And I'm going to dot some off on my paper towel over here, just because I don't want it to bleed through. And I'm just going to pounce it on. And it's going to give us just a cool, you know, just a cool design. And we'll see how it looks. And then hopefully I have enough time to finish everything. If not, we'll get the most of it done. But I want to show you guys this cool fire burning method. Have you guys ever tried that method with napkins or decoupage queen papers or anything like that? Where you take a lighter and burn off the excess. It's kind of cool. I've done it a couple times. It's kind of neat to watch. So when you're stenciling, you definitely want to go lighter. I don't like to start out with a lot of paint. That's why I kind of wipe it off. I wipe it off on a paper towel because I don't want it to be real heavy, but I think I got everything. Lift that up. And look at that. We have this really cool design. Thank you, Lynn. Yep, that's what we're doing too, Susan. Oh, I believe it. So look at how cool that is, guys. I love it. I want to make sure I don't have anything, you know, coming through on the back side of my stencil. I don't want to get that all. I don't want to get anything where it doesn't belong on the other side. So now we're going to do the eye, and I'm just going to kind of measure that out so I can get that straight up in there, but I don't want to go into the next one either. So you just kind of have to play around with it till you get it into the spot that you want it. Happy New Year to you, Jeanette. All right, so I'm gonna lay that down just like that. And that's my mother calling me. So rekindled blessings. I got this from Vintage Retail Therapy. She was in one of our events in the Sparkle Room, and she's got some really cool IOD. She's a big IOD user, and I thought it was cool when I saw her using it. And I love these stencils because they're thicker. They're like a plastic, so they're super easy to use. They have a little bit of weight to them, which makes it nice when you're stenciling. And there's Big Daddy. My husband's home. I can hear his truck. So I'm just going to lift that up. So see how we have just that cool design going? And then we're going to do the V here. And again, I'm just going to lay that down, try to get it right best I can. I don't really want to get it. I'm just going to go over here. I don't want to mess up anything that I already did. So I'm just going to lay that down and then go over my V again. I'm just dropping off my paint. We're making over a sign. A little wood sign I picked up at the Goodwill or a garage sale. I don't remember where I got this from. Sometimes my friends are out shopping and they grab me stuff. I've got a bunch of these in my stash. So it helps me get rid of my stash here. And make some cool stuff. I love these signs. These are real popular whenever I've done them in the past. And they're easy to do, and I'm going to show you guys. You can do this on all kinds of different things too, but I love doing these signs that have the words. So I can get rid of that. And I'll show you what it looks like so far. So see how we just have that cool little design? Now I'm going to hit this with some heat. I do too. I like black and white. You know what? It's funny. I have black and white, and it's funny because I don't have anything black and white in my house. I tell my children that believe. Yeah, I still tell my kids I believe in Santa. Won't find. But when she ends, I'm back out of the event. I don't know anything about that. Everything should be in their event. It would help if I plugged in my glue gun, right? Oh, Denise, she's posting the link right there. Lori, the stencil came from Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara. She has a page here on Facebook. I just want to dry that paint really well. I think it looks pretty cool though, as already though, don't you? So now, hello Tracy Yancey, thank you Leslie for the stars, I appreciate you. So now what I want to do is I'm going to take these, did you see Dina She Shed? I have not, Diana, send me a link, I'd love to check it out. Hi Peggy, Happy New Year to you. So I have these Mackenzie Childs napkins. I feel like I'm being rushed, but you know what? We have an hour, 50 minutes left. Crafts by Shayna. There's Shayna. Hello, Angela. So I have these napkins. Mackenzie Childs napkins are 3-ply. So when you are working with napkins, you want to make sure, and you're going to be decoupaging them, you want to make sure that you take off. You want to make sure that you take off the backings. I was playing around with fur yesterday, so I got fur flying. You want to make sure that you take off the backings. Some are 2-ply, some are 1-ply. They're different. So I definitely know that with these napkins, they have like this checked border. So I want to try to incorporate some of the checks into that, but for different letters, you just got to play around and figure out what print is going to go where. So I want this one to be kind of florally, so I think I'm going to put that one here. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut this in half there, because I don't want to have a ton of burnage. You want to kind of get it right around where you're going, so it doesn't really, you don't need to burn off a huge amount. Just get what you need, and then we can trim around the rest. But usually I've done this with decoupage queen papers too, and they're a little bit easier to work with than napkins. Napkins are thinner, they'll wrinkle more. Susan, I got these, one of my followers sent me these napkins, and I know like Mackenzie Childs has them. You have to order a lot, but there are, from what I understand, there's a lot of Mackenzie Childs buy-sell trade sites like on Facebook that you can go to and trade and buy however many you need. So look around on that. I know Etsy too has some. So I'm just putting a thin coat of Mod Podge down. The original sign finish is high gloss to these. I would definitely slick stick, or honestly for these signs, the best way to get full coverage is spray painted. I use the flat white spray paint. So I'm just gonna lay this down right here, and I'm just gonna carefully press that out. And it's hard because I don't really know what the heck. There it is. And then you can just kind of trim away. Let me turn this, let me get rid of that so we don't get paint everywhere. I'm just gonna kind of go down here in between and trim some of that excess off. And then I want to make sure that that stays good and down there. So I really want that to be secure. And now I do get a little bit of wrinkles, I'm not gonna lie. I use the Mod Podge. You don't want to, these are napkins, they're thinner, so you just got to be careful. I'm going to try to cut off most of this edging right here, and then the fun begins when we can. I think I drank too much coffee this morning, guys. Either that or I'm nervous. So now here's the cool part. You make sure you want to work over wood. I'm not going to work over my paper, and we're just going to set this thing. Watch it flame. And it goes right around your lettering. Look at that. It's like magic. And it'll just go all the way down. Hello, Donna. Hello, Barbara from Tennessee. Welcome. And you're just going to let that burn. And then we can scuff up those edges. You can get a little sanding block to help, oops, you know, shave off that excess, or a nail file works great, which I'm not worried if it scuffs my paint off because I'm going to paint the sides of this with some gold anyway. But you can just keep taking your, you can take your sanding block, a nail file would work, and I know I have one up here, just to give you that nice smooth edge. And the paper just comes right off because it's so thin. You just want to have that. And then after we're done doing the fire method, we will go ahead and seal this with some Mod Podge. And then my plan is to use some liquid gold on framing the outside. So that's why I said I'm not really worried about if I scuff off my paint. And the reason that I painted it beforehand is because I wanted the napkin to show up super bright, and I don't want anything base. It really makes your napkin stand out better. And then you could just, you know, tweak it as you need to get it the way you want. But look at how cool that looks. Right? Isn't this going to be so pretty? Hello, Charmaine. Isn't that going to be cool? I love it. So now we're going to move on to the next one. You're going to get some ash everywhere, but that's okay. Just be safe when you're doing it. And so now we're going to go on to do another E. So I'm going to grab, now I cut apart 4 napkins. I put Amira's first on the school. Oh, hi Carla. So now we're going to do another E. So I just want to, you know, figure that out. Probably do the same setup as we did because I like how the letters get all the way up. So again, we're just going to cut this napkin in half. Or we can do this side too. It doesn't, we can even go all the way up. It doesn't really matter. Let's just wing it. Let's try something different. Do a different one. It's just fun. And you know, there's so many napkins out there that you can do this with. I mean, you can make all kinds. Hello, Debbie Rigg. I think, Debbie, that you might have been the one to send me these, if I remember correctly. I think it was the master crafter over at Studio MDAZ, Debbie Rigg, that sent me these. So we're gonna, you can just work in small sections. Do you put things make it? I do, Leslie. Some of them I keep, and then I have sales every once in a while. I have my next live auction sale coming up on January 9th. I got lots of funky junk for sale. My craft room is slowly filling up, so that's when I have to have a sale because I can't move in here. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. My house isn't big enough to hold all my creations. Some of them I keep, more so around the holiday stuff. I love my Christmas stuff that I made. And I have gotten rid of some stuff that I regret getting rid of, but hey, I can always try to remake another one, right? It's not my birthday, June. Tuesday morning does have beautiful napkins, so I'm just going to lay this down here, just like we did before, and gently press that down. You don't want to overwork it. Just press it down. And then I'm going to try to cut in between. Well, you know what? I think I'm just going to burn this one. I think it's going to be too hard. So get your napkin pressed down and then just give it a flame. And try to hold that one in there and see how it just goes right around the paper. It's kind of cool. Don't get your hair in the way. Don't want that to happen. And that's why you want to have some water. I got a spray can of water over here just in case. I remember when you sold name brand. I did have Royal Funky Fashions. So again, just take your nail file. And you just got to play around with getting it out of there, especially when it's tight to that other letter. Now I did get some scorch marks up here. I don't mind that because I think it just adds character. So just gonna file that down a little bit. Again, I'm all about the perfectly imperfect, guys. We are remaking thrift store finds here, and it's not about perfection. I kind of like the little bits and pieces that make it unique and make it different and not perfect. I am not a perfectionist by any means. So you can play around with that. And this one just does not want to come off over here in this little corner. So I'm just kind of try to pick it off. And that's where the nail files, you can get nail files at the, Dollar Tree or wherever. Even the real small ones work great. This one's a little bit bigger, but it still does the job. Look at how stinking pretty that is. Isn't it pretty? We can even diamond dust some of this. Good morning, Anne. So is now yes, it's so much fun. It is kind of fun because look at all the things that you can do. Let me just check my time here. Oh, we're good. So now I'm going to do the L. We're going to do the same thing. And let's see what we got. This one should be pretty simple, and I don't have enough, so I got to grab. That's why I took apart 4 napkins for the 4 letters, just in case I didn't have enough. Let's keep it going. Oh, thank you, Debbie. What, am I losing traction here? How is it smart enough to not catch the napkin next to it? I don't know, Kathy. Thank you, June, for the stars. Crafty Brothers in the house. What's up, Justin? I don't know how it knows. It just knows. Maybe it's the Mod Podge. I'm not really sure. I kind of want to do something different over here, but I don't know that really. I think all 4 corners are pretty much the same. So I guess it just doesn't really matter. Just kind of wing it. So I'm just going to cut another piece right here. But yes, it's kind of cool, and it definitely is like magic. You can do it with scrapbook paper. You can do it with decoupage queen paper. I use a lot of decoupage queen paper. That's a rice paper. It'll work. Scrapbook paper. It's worked for me on. And if you haven't tried it, just make sure you're smart about it, and make sure you have that just a spray can or something next to you, so you're not, you want to wait. It just kind of sizzles out. So I'm just going right here to the L. It kind of butts up next to that E. Same thing here on the I. And maybe it's the Mod Podge that stops that from going any further. I'm not quite sure yet, but just gonna lay that down like so. Oh, this one's giving me some attitude. It's not liking me right now. There we go. No. There we go. Sometimes it's a little tricky, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. All right, so, and then we do our flame again. Thank you guys for sparkling. Hello, Cheryl. Just watch your hair. That would be a funny live. Not funny, but oh my word. Don't want anything happening. That's why I work over my little wood turntable here. And I don't have my fan on or anything like that. And then we're going to do the other side. We have to give this some flame right here. And see how it just goes all the way down? And it just kind of knows. Now over here, I'm probably just going to have to rip that, which is fine. And then I'm just going to take my nail file and just kind of scratch that excess off. And if you're working on it with like a lighter napkin, you will get some scorch marks. But I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know a way that you can't. I haven't figured out a way to not get the scorch marks. So if you're not a fan of that burnt look, then use the darker napkin, because that definitely helps when. Ooh, look at how, see, I love it. I love the black and white with the Mackenzie Childs. Hey, I got a stars party. Awesome. I wasn't looking. Thank you guys for the stars. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, I need to do a little bit there. Then we're going to seal this. And sealing it is what's going to help it, you know, keep from lifting up your napkin. And it'll really help get those edges down. I see another one over here. Before I seal that, I want to make sure I get all that excess fiber and paper off the edges, because I don't want that on there. But I could cover it up. I'm going to cover it up with paint anyway. And then just a little bit up here. I think it looks pretty cool though. Pretty snazzy, y'all. All right, so now I'm going to do the letter B. Thank you, Sharon. Happy New Year to you guys too. Hello, Angela. Now I'm going to do, I have to flip it over this way. Sorry, folks. So now I'm going to do the B. Oh, got to go this way. I could even, I'm not going to get that. Let's just do this one. So I can cut this a little bit right over here. And you could do different napkin prints. You don't have to, they don't all have to be, actually, let's do this side. I kind of like this side better for the B. Yep. You don't have to do, the same type of napkin. You can do any kind of different napkins. Oh, Elizabeth, praying for you, sister. It's no fun when you don't feel good. And you don't want to use a ton of Mod Podge. I find like if you there goes my internet. Thank you, Betty. You could paint the B all gold. You could do whatever you want. I'm going to do the inside of the letters gold. I know we won't have enough time for that, but that's my plan with this one, is to paint all along the inside gold. I think that'll be pretty. Let's check my time. Oh, we're golden. So I'm just going to lay that down there. And like I said, you don't want to press really hard, especially when you're working with napkins. They are so fragile and thin, like super thin. The decoupage cream paper works really well, decoupaging, because it's heavier and thicker, and you just don't get as much, you don't get a whole lot of wrinkles. It just lays on so nice. All right, so here we go. It should just make its way all the way around. We're going to have to do the inside of the B. Oh, thank you, Thelma. Thank you, Tamara, for the stars. I appreciate you guys. So, you know, you just want to hit this little corner over here. Let that burn out. A little bit more over here. All right, now to do the inside, because we have the B, I'm just going to hold it underneath. Look at how cool that was. Did you see that? It's very cool. Okay. All right, so now you can take, you see all the ash. And see, this is what I mean. So I had a little bit too much napkin there. See how you had some scorch marks? I'm not worried about that, because I know I'm going to cover that with gold, antique gold, not rub and buff, liquid gold. Or you could paint it black, whatever color you want. You could stripe the side of it. I don't really worry too much about that part. And I'm just going to make sure that my sides are all nice and there's no little scrappy bits anywhere. Sometimes the paper can be a little bit stubborn. But this would be really pretty for spring if you have this. I know a lot of people, who's Mackenzie Child lovers in here? Lots of Mackenzie Child fans. And the napkins are so great for decorating. The things that you can do with the napkins are pretty spectacular. I've done lots. And I love the frog napkins too that they have. It is like magic. Hello, Flora. Thank you guys for sparkling the love. All right, I think before I start, you know, adding the Mod Podge, I just want to make sure I got, everything here all nice and smooth. And I think it looks pretty good. Oh my gosh, guys, doesn't it look so stinking cute? I will flip my camera at the end for you. Hello, Becky, welcome. Nice to have you here. But this is so cute. So now when you get all your fire done, you're going to take your Mod Podge and you want to seal that, you want to seal your paper, okay? Hello, Maggie. So, and that's going to hold anything down that wasn't down to begin with. So I'm just going to give this another scrape over here. And the Mod Podge is going to look a little, you know, cloudy at first. And then you can see whatever needs picked off, but you can even just pull that off, that little piece. There's always that one piece, you know, that just makes you cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Hi, Claudia. Okay, so yes, for all my newbies on here, I'm just going to say it because let me tell you, there's some been vicious people. I spent all morning watching a replay yesterday from my Goodwill haul, and I must have banned so many people. Got the BBD, which is the ban, block, and delete. I don't tolerate that stuff. People are so mean. It's like, what in the world is going on with the world? So we do a lot of talking here. Yes, we do. This is how we communicate. I'm the only one talking, but we still communicate like this. So if you don't like the chit chat, you are more than welcome to hit that fast forward button or keep on scrolling, right, chicks? Because ain't nobody got time for that. The world is too crazy right now to be mean to somebody, you know? Oh, thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. Mod Podge. I know so many people say Mod Podge. I think I used to call it Mod Podge. And then, I don't know. I think one day I was like, never really looked at the bottle. And I realized I had been saying it wrong for like ever. But it is Mod Podge. Too funny. So you're welcome. I do have to make a run to Hobby Lobby today. I have a craft tomorrow. I'll be live on Sunday at Totally Dazzle's page. Lots of cool stuff going on. I'm looking forward to the new year. So see how it looks a little cloudy at first? Once that Mod Podge dries, it's going to be, it's going to dry crystal clear, and this kind of works as your sealer. It's going to hold that paper down. I just make sure I get right around the edges, because if there is some paper that's up, then you definitely want to make sure that it's all sealed down in there. And then you guys can tell me, we have enough time. We could even diamond dust this. Do you guys want this diamond dusted? How cool would that be? Oh, Julie, I'm glad you liked it. I know we have a lot of newbies on here, so maybe they don't know what diamond dusting is. I like the diamond dusting. I diamond dust like pretty much everything in my house. Pictures, photos, home decor. I love anything and anything that sparkles. So diamond dust is like one of my favorite things ever. Because if you like things that sparkle, you will love diamond dust. So you guys tell me, throw me some hearts if you want me to diamond dust the letters. I could let this coat dry and then we can throw some diamond dust on there. That would be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Debbie, welcome. So I'm just gonna hit this with some heat. It is a little bit of a sloppy project because you're gonna have, do you think you will ever have an allotted time for your lives? What do you mean, Debbie? Today is a timed event, but usually I don't really have a timed event. Normally I just take however long I need. I don't know what you're asking though. Diamond dust is my jam. I know. That's awesome, Kimmy. You're welcome, Belinda. So sometimes it takes a little bit when you're decoupaging and don't put your heat like directly on. It'll bubble. Just kind of hold it up high. And it just gets this smooth. I just don't want it to be tacky because if we diamond dust this, then if we diamond dust that, then it's going to be, oh, look at how stinking pretty that is. Isn't it gorgeous? How whimsical is this? Now, it just depends, Debbie. I'm all over the place. I don't follow a schedule because I can't, because I've got, holy cannoli, 1.7 thousand people on here. You guys are awesome. My schedule's too crazy. My kids always need to go somewhere picked up, do this, so I just jump on when I can. I do have Telegram. I do have Telegram, so I just let everybody know before I'm jumping on live. But usually I try to come on around 2, 3 in the afternoon. Sometimes if I miss my slot, the time in the morning or the afternoon, then I'll jump on in the evening. It just depends. Kippy, I know, I'm so sorry. I have wonky internet. Beth, I can see your posts. They're coming on Wednesday to up our internet speed because it's been so bad. Kimberly Sawalich, try looking on your Facebook marketplace for the buy-sell trade groups. I know there's there's even Facebook groups that are strictly Mackenzie Child swaps. So thank you, Lisa, for the stars. I appreciate you. Too pretty to smear. There's classy is, I believe I have a classy home and I diamond dust everything. So to me, it definitely needs diamond dust. I love the diamond dust look. I do everything diamond dust. So to me, in my opinion, I am from Illinois. My favorite Goodwill is in Chardon, the one I was at yesterday. I love Chardon, and I like the one in Menor, Ohio. And whenever I'm out of town or traveling, I always hit up their local Goodwills. I just get on Google, trying to limit my time on lives. Good luck with that, Debbie. I know. I hear you. So to apply diamond dust, I'm just putting another coat of Mod Podge, and I'm not gonna do the whole sign. I'm only gonna do just a nice thin coat, something thick enough though that the diamond dust is going to stick to. And I apply heavy diamond dust, guys. It's my jam. I love diamond dust. So, and it just adds that little bit of sparkle because I love anything and everything that sparkles. I put my diamond dust into a shaker, and it's going to take a minute to dry, guys, because we have 2 layers of Mod Podge on here. Don't let it freak you out. It's going to be fine. That will dry crystal clear and look exactly like this, but just sparkly. So it's just got to have time to dry. And then I'm going to add in some Totally Dazzled bling, of course. Girl just does it where you want it. Right on, Tamara, right. It is huge. Claudia, that's a fairly new Goodwill too, and they are loaded with stuff. Well, yesterday, it wasn't that packed full. I've seen it more. I mean, it just depends. It's like I said, it's just, you never know when you're going to go in there and it's going to be chock full or if it's going to be kind of bare. I don't know if it's the time of the year type thing. Not sure. But that's just what you got to, that's the whole fun. And somebody said it perfectly. It's like a scavenge hunt. You just don't know until you get in there what you're going to find or how you're going to find it or what. It's just kind of cool. It's all about the journey, right? I just need to do that one little, oh no, that's got it on there. So see how we're just, and it will dry clear, guys. It'll look just like that, I promise you. Thank you, Chris Hunter. Thank you, Terry, for the stars. I love this too. Chris, this is your word too. And I've got a bunch of these. I like doing them. And I've done so many of these. They're all across the country. I've sold a lot of these on my past live sales, and they've always been really popular. And I work over this paper. It's like craft paper. You want to work over that because then you can take your diamond dust. Well, that's kind of junky from the ash, but I throw it back in my bottle. So see how pretty that's coming along? Now we just got to do the bee, and then we are going to, I want to add some gold to the Harlequin, the black and white Harlequin print that we stenciled on. I want to give that either a drag or maybe some dots. I can do the little gold dots in between. I think the gold dots maybe. Let's just add a couple here and there and see how we like it. If not, we can do a gold drag. And if you're new here, I would definitely say, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, I'm all about the sparkle. So 99.99% of my creations have sparkle. Diamond Dust, Totally Dazzle Bling. My next sale is January 9th. Time to be determined. But look at how stinking pretty it is. I know it looks cloudy. Don't let it fool ya. I'd stenciled the checks with a Harlequin stencil and just used a flat stencil brush. Now this is going to take a little bit of time to dry. Thank you, Maria, for the stars. It's going to take a little bit of time to dry that Mod Podge. I'd say a good hour. The next time I'm on live, I'll show this to you guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It looks just perfect. Now I'm thinking down here at the bottom, I was going to do black and white stripes. Now the thing that I would do with that is you just grab something kind of skinny like this. You grab a pencil. Let me see what time it is so I know. Oh, I'm good. And I'll get this started. And I'm just going to section off. Like, can you guys see what I'm doing? Just section off. You could go skinnier, you could go bigger, wider, I guess is the right word. You can do any kind of thickness that you want. And it doesn't really matter if you have an even number or not when you're doing something just straight across like this, because it's just going to be every other one. You're not working all the way around it. So this is going to be black and white stripes. I'm going to take some black paint and paint that in, and then what my plan is here. Okay, so I got that all marked off like that at the bottom. It would be so boring if you have to talk to us. I know, right? Some people don't like it though, y'all, and I don't know why. It's like I get real, and lately it's been horrible with the hate mail. I mean, I've been and I have this policy on my page. I don't tolerate it, y'all. One time, I don't even give a warning. You're just gone. So, Helen, I have auctions whenever my craft table behind me gets too full and I can't, I'm like, get squeezed in on all sides. And ooh, to your grandson. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to do gold paint. Now, I want to add in, I'm going to do gold down here. And everything around the letters up here and in between, like down in here, is going to be gold. I'm going to do that. I won't have enough time on this slide, but I will do that. Now for this, I'm just going to grab a pencil or a pen. Now I like to use the gold dot method. I just take, this is liquid gold, and I just take the end of my brush. And I agree with you there, people who hate it themselves. And I don't want a lot, and I'm just going to find the points between the two. And you want to make sure your item is flat, and until that liquid gold dries, you definitely don't want to be moving this all around, because those little dots will run and then they won't be a dot anymore. So I just pick up a little blob of paint and put it right in between the little points. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just adds like a little pop of color here and there. You can do wherever you want. Play around with it, and I'll show you in a second here. And I like the gold. I love this liquid gold. You guys know I use a lot of it. And I play around with it. Or you can do like a gold drag if you want. That's always good too. just make sure that your item is flat. I'm actually going to put my scissor blade right underneath there to keep this totally flat, because until this really dries, it will move around and slide, and you don't want some wonky looking dot that looks like, you know, a line. If you're trying to go for the dot, then you want to keep it at. It takes a few minutes for it to get there, I would say. And then I'm going to do down at the bottom. I'm going to try to do down here. Yep. Oh, this looks so stinking cute, guys. I like it a lot. See, these are the ones I have a hard time parting with, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I love that. But can you guys kind of see it? See how pretty that looks? I'll hold it up in a second. Let me see what time it is. And then, yeah, let me finish these. I don't have that much to go on here. And then we'll paint the stripes down here on the bottom while these dry. And you guys can see, and hopefully by then I'll be able to hold it up. And you guys could get and I'll flip my camera around for you. And just play around with different styles that you like. Okay, and remember, you don't want to do too much. And then we just have the V to do. And all you need is one little dot. That's it. It's not a lot. You don't want to overdo it. And the bigger end of your paintbrush, you can do a smaller paintbrush and get smaller dots. You can use a really big paintbrush and get even bigger gold dots. Just depends on the piece you're working on and what look you're going for. And there we go. So that is done. And you put your lid back on. Hello, Cherie. Put your lid back on because I have spilled this, guys. You don't want to spill this. It is not Martha Stewart. It is Liquid Leaf by Plaid. Get this at Hobby Lobby. Craft Smart also makes one. I get those at Michael's. And then, like I said, I am going to go around all of these sides and do the same gold. So it's going to have this nice dot. I don't want to pick this up yet. I want those dots to set. So leave that flat. I'm going to grab, this brush is perfect, a nice flat tipped brush. Where's my black paint is right here. And I'm just going to paint every other one. Now this has kind of a scuff mark here. So I'm just going to make sure I scuff that one. And all I'm going to do is take my paint and just follow those lines that I used and work my way down, and then flip it upside down and work up towards the top, because I don't want to scrape down and you'll get like a big puddle of paint up there. That won't be good. But definitely having a nice squared off paintbrush helps. So see how we have those cute little lines right there? It's going to be really cute, guys. Use your thumb, your pinky finger as a guide when you're painting, and you don't need a lot of paint, just a little bit. And just follow those pencil marks. The pencil marks come right off. And if you wanted to give this a more antiqued feel, when this is all dry, you can even put some dark wax over the top of this, but before the gold dots, because if you put wax on it now, that gold will all spread off. So I wanted to keep this nice bright and white, but if you want to give it a more of an antique vibe, you definitely can do that. Love your, oh, thank you. I do too. I got that at a little boutique in my hometown, and it's really cool. I like it a lot. But then again, you guys know me. I like big, I do like big gaudy jewelry. Can't help it. Okay. And then make sure we're good on time. Oh gosh, we are so golden on time. I could still got 10 minutes. If we get done early, I can show you a couple things. If you guys want to see anything behind me, a little sneak preview, because we definitely don't want to end early, because this is a timed event. And We don't want any dead airspace in their event. That's a no-no. Now we can even add some gold. You can do some gold drag through here. Would be pretty too. In your checks. It really just depends on what you want. You could have even put more paper down here to make it all match. You know, we could have made this all the Mackenzie Childs paper if we wanted to. My hands, I think I had too much coffee this morning. My hands are a little on the unsteady side today. Usually they're pretty good. Okay. And we got one more left to go, this final end one. And I'll even finish around the sides, but just for now, for today's presentation, I will finish this. But I'll probably do the sides gold now that I'm looking at it. But let me hit it with some heat real quick. Now my dots should be good to go. So make sure that all dries so I don't stick my finger in it and get it all wonky. And look at how stinking cute that is. Now see how it's drying nice and beautifully? See, it doesn't look cloudy anymore on those colors, but you've got lots of sparkle. Those little gold dots add so much character. Very whimsical. It's like very Alice in Wonderlandy. Love it. Just, yeah. So a drag, I got the sign, Jill, at Salvation Army, Goodwill, garage sale. I'm not really sure. I get them everywhere. Let's do a gold drag. Why not? So you just need a little brush, a little fluffy brush. I tend to like better. You're going to take a little bit. You can do antique gold rub and buff. Thank you, Kim, for the stars. So a gold drag, I just take a little bit, just a tad, even just dry brush some of it off. And on each one of these black squares, you're just going to just dry brush ever so lightly. Some are heavier than others. That's okay too. It just gives it a little bit. Oh, people don't know I'm live, I think. It just gives it a little touch of, see how we just did that at the bottom there? Just a little color in those checks. So that is what a drag is. Thank you, Roseanne, for the stars. So that is a drag. We did gold dots. Now I will go, when this is all painted, and I'll show you guys, I'll take my liquid gold, and what my plan is to just go around here and do all of this, the sides and the inside. It can be a bit tricky, no doubt. But I will go all the way, and I'll wear my readers because I can't see nothing right now without my readers on. But I will go and I will fill in all this white, and also painting that white is what really helps that gold stand out nice and bright. So see how that's all going to be gold, even down here in front, that's going to be gold. So I think it's going to look really pretty when it's all done, and I will post a picture when it's all said and done. And I see my hands are dirty. The gold paint, Becky, it's in my link tree. It's called Liquid Gold, Liquid Leaf. That just came off with the baby wipe. So any scuff marks you get, just a baby wipe usually works really, really well. So we got 6 minutes. What will you do on the back? Probably either leave it white, I like to sign it, or I can do black. But look at how stinking pretty. Now, I will, goosebumps, that's awesome. So, hi, Suzette. All right, I am going to flip my camera around for you. I'll make myself a little wonky doing it, but I can do it. Let me see. Okay. Nope, this is, so there it is. Look at how stinking pretty that is. Oop, see, I'm always backwards on here. But there it is, up close, the right way. I never know what way to go when I'm doing a live. But look at how stinking pretty that is. I absolutely love, love, love this. And I like all the different patterns that you could do. I gotta go this way. See, it's so weird when our camera's flipped. It just makes me loopy. Now how do I get back to where I was? I don't even know. There we are. I'm so black with gold dots would be cute. Yeah, we could do that on the back too. That's a great idea. I like that idea. This is probably, I don't know, I'd get these in like, you get these in like the 10 pack or, you know, like Walmart has them. I'm going to lay this down actually. Walmart has them. Oops, I almost, see, I didn't put the lid back on. I almost spilled it. Walmart has brushes, but I like the ones that are like all the way flat at the top. These are what I like to check with. So anyway, we have a couple minutes. Do you guys want to see anything? Hello, Beth. I have a price on my dress. Yes, exactly. I've had done all kinds and they're so pretty. And then I will go over and I will, I'll probably, so with the gold, it gets a little tricky. You can seal over the liquid gold, but you got to give yourself about 48 hours before you lay any kind of sealer over it. Or you could seal it and then lay down your gold dots. But yeah, I love this stuff. Look at how stinking pretty that is. And see, super sparkly. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to add one piece of Totally Dazzled bling. And I had, hold on a second, because I had my favorite piece out, and now I don't see it. And here it is. So these are my favorite Totally Dazzled pieces. This is the Vintage Bling brooch. I want to see the fur frame. Oh, I made that in my private group yesterday. So you just got to find a spot where you want to put your bling. I'm thinking like up here on the B, or we could do, I have another one I saw this morning that I really liked. You can put a dot on the eye. You can put this bling wherever you want it. The star in the frame. Oh, that's not going to be in the next live sale. Here's what I made in my private group last night. So stinking cute. And, oh, it just popped off. And this was a Christmas craft. I do have a live on this. It's actually a snowflake, and those are 2 turtle doves, little crown on top. This I have a live on there somewhere too. That'll be up, I think that's going to be up the next live sale. Yeah, so you can add a brooch. We can put one here. I'm kind of digging the vintage crystal brooch. It's a little dirty, but I'll wait for that diamond dust to dry on there first before I apply any bling. But something like up here would be really cute. Or we could put a little crown up here on here somewhere. A nice little crown, you know. So I'll just play around with it and figure out what I want to do. How do I join? My private group, I actually close my private group tomorrow. I won't be reopening the doors until April. But you can go to royalfunkyjunk.net and actually I think it's in my link tree too. Join Royal VIP, and then just sign up. You go through payment processing, and then you want to come back to Facebook, because Facebook is where the group is at. It's called Royal Sparkle Chicks. Fur was flying everywhere for sure. So anyway, guys, that is my segment here. Please go to the group. It's pinned, that's in the video description, and watch the rest of the presenters, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great New Year's and stay safe, everyone. Sparkle away. Bye.